Well, in less than a week, Victoria voters will elect a new member of parliament in a ballot that has become something of a referendum on sewage treatment. The NDP wants to hang on to the seat formerly held by Denise Savoy, but recent polls and a huge turnout at a rally last night might suggest the Green Party is making a late charge. As CTV's Andrew Johnson shows us, the candidates are bringing out their big guns for the home stretch.
And by God, if there's any way in this world to make Stephen Harper resign, leave, or get fired before 2015, I'm going to find it.
With Elizabeth May leading the charge.
The evidence is all there. The planet is getting warmer.
And David Suzuki making his case for change. Donald Galloway says his Green campaign got a big boost at last night's massive rally.
It was one of the most energizing experiences in my life. It was extraordinary how many people showed up.
Galloway is convinced Victoria voters will send the second Green MP to Ottawa next Monday.
People started out not knowing who I was, that I was an unknown name, but once they identify that I've worked closely with Elizabeth, that I have experience in Parliament, that I know what I'm talking about, they're intrigued by who this guy is.
A Forum research poll puts the NDP's Murray Rankin well out front with 47% support. Galloway is second with 26%, a rise of 6% from 2 weeks earlier. Liberal candidate Paul Summerville and Conservative Dale Gann sit at 14% and 12% respectively. Summerville says the poll is meaningless because it was taken before what he calls the public outcry against secondary sewage treatment, the issue he is basing his campaign around.
Our internal polling tells us that we're in the passing lane. We've seen great movement in the last 10 days.
The Liberal calls the Greens' Galloway a great candidate, but says the Summerville campaign is going to surprise people.
We've got Justin Trudeau coming tomorrow. He's going to do 4 events, including a huge event up at UVic, which is already basically sold out. As we go into the weekend, we've got buses of volunteers coming over from Vancouver.
He says the Liberal leadership candidate has been briefed about Victoria's sewage woes, but...
Where does Justin Trudeau stand on the secondary sewage treatment issue?
I haven't asked him.
You can be sure Trudeau will be asked tomorrow.
Andrew Johnson joins us live with more. Andrew, where can people listen in or sit in on what the Liberal leadership hopeful has to say in the Capital Region tomorrow?
Well, Hudson, Justin Trudeau will be here in our studios at the corner of Pandora and Broad in Victoria for a CFAX 1070 Town Hall meeting. The Town Hall will run from 1:30 to 2:30 tomorrow afternoon and be hosted by CTV's Stephen Andrew. There may still be seats available. If you'd like to be part of the event, email talk@cfax1070.com to reserve a spot.
And there was a note of irony of sorts last night. Mr. Floaty, in his fecal costume, who has been such an advocate for sewage treatment, was turned away at the door at the Green event. What happened?
Mr. Floaty hasn't been seen for years. He decided to make his return last night. I guess he didn't have a ticket, and Green Party officials also weren't sure what to do with him. He was loitering in the lobby for a while, and then they eventually gave him the boot, saying they weren't sure what to do. It's not often you see a giant poo show up to an event.
All right. No. All right, Andrew, thank you.
Okay.